Protasio Rizal Mercado y Alonso Riolanda. That's a long name, right? Do you really know about him? Let's find out. June 19, 1861, Jose Protasio Rizal Mercado y Alonso Riolanda was born in Calamba, Philippines, Laguna Province.
Jose Rizal came from a wealthy family in Calamba, Laguna, considered one of the largest families in those times. The 13-member family consisted of his father Francisco Mercado II, his mother Chodora Alonso Riolanda, himself 9 sisters and 1 brother. Jose Rizal's father Francisco was the youngest of 13 children of Juan and Cirila Mercado. He was born in Binal, Laguna, studied in San Jose College of Manila, and died in Manila. Chodora, the mother of Jose Rizal, was a business-minded, religious, and hardworking individual who was born in Santa Cruz, Manila on November 14, 1827. She was the second child of Brigida de Quintas and Lorenzo Alonso. Chodora had Spanish and Japanese ancestors, while the father of Chodora was half Spaniard engineer known as Lorenzo Alberto Alonso. She studied the Colegio de Santa Rosa. Chodora died in Manila in 1913. The parents of Jose Rizal were both farmers who were granted by the Dominicans with a lease of hacienda together with a rice farm. Saturnina Rizal was the eldest of the offspring of Francisco Mercado and Chodora Alonso Riolanda. She married Manuel Hidalgo, who hailed from Tanuan, Batangas. The only brother of Jose Rizal was Paciano Rizal, and was the second child. Paciano studied at the San Jose College in Manila and worked as a farmer and later as a general of the Philippines Revolution. The other sisters of Jose Rizal were Narcisa, Olympia, Lucia, Maria, Concepcion, Josefa, Trinidad, and Soledad. Soledad was the youngest child and later was married to Pantaleon Quintero. From an early age, Jose showed a precocious intellect. He learned the alphabet from his mother at the age of 3. He could read and write at age of 5 years old. Rizal first studied under Justiniano Aquino Cruz in Binal, Laguna. Before he was sent to Manila, as to his father's request, he took the entrance examination in Colegio de San Juan de Letran, but he then enrolled at the Ateneo Municipal de Manila and graduated as one of the 9 students in his class declared outstanding. He continued his education at the Ateneo Municipal de Manila to obtain a land surveyor and assessor's degree. At the same time, at the University of Santo Tomas, where he did take up a preparatory course in law and finished with a mark of excellent. He finished the course of philosophy as a pre-law. Upon learning that his mother was going blind, he decided to switch to medicine. At the Medical School of Santo Tomas specialization, later in ophthalmology, he received his 4-year practical training in medicine at Hospital de San Juan de Dios in Intramuros. In his last year at medical school, he received a mark of sobresaliente in courses of pathological medica or medical pathology, pathologia heterocheca or surgical pathology and obstetrics. Rizal, known for being an intelligent student, had some difficulty in some subjects in medical school such as physics and pathological general pathology. One of the causes is due to evident discrimination of the professor to Filipino students. His parent knowledge and consent. but secretly supported by his brother Paciano, he traveled alone to Madrid in May 1882 and studied medicine at the Universidad Central de Madrid, where he earned the degree Licentiate in Medicine. He also attended medical lectures at the University of Paris and the University of Heidelberg and Berlin. He was inducted as a member of the Berlin Ethnological Society and the Berlin Anthropological Society, patronage of the famous pathologist Rudolf Virchow. Following costume, he delivered an address in German in April 1887 before the Anthropological Society of Orthography and Structure of the Tagalog Language. He left Heidelberg a poem, A las Flores del Heidelberg, which was both as evocation and a prayer for a welfare of his native land and the unification of common values between East and West. At Heidelberg, the age of 25 years old Rizal completed in 1887 his application under the renowned Professor Otto Becker. There he used the newly invented ophthalmoscope to later operate on his own mother eye. From Heidelberg, Rizal wrote his parents, I spent half of the day in the study of German and the other half in the diseases of the eye. A week I go to Bear Bromery or Bear Hall to speak German with my friends. He lived in Karltrabe boarding house, then moved to Ludwigplatz. There he met Reverend Karl Ulmer and stayed with them in Wilhelmsfeld, where he wrote the last few chapters of Nomele Tangere. Rizal was a polymath skilled with both science and the arts. He painted, sketched, and he made sculptures and wood carving. He was a prolific poet, essayist, and novelist whose most famous works were his two novels, Nomele Tangere and its sequel, El Filibusterismo. These social commentaries during the Spanish colonization of the country formed the nucleus of literature that inspired peaceful reformists and armed revolutionaries alike. Rizal was also a polyglot, conversant in 22 languages. Rizal's multi-facedness was described by his German friend Dr. Adolf Bernhard Meyer as stupendous. Documented studies show him to be a polymath with the ability to master various skills and subjects. He was an ophthalmologist, sculptor, painter, educator, farmer, historian, playwright, and journalist. Besides poetry and creative writing, he dabbled with varying degrees of expertise in. Did you know that Jose Rizal had 9 lovers in his life? And there are Segunda Katigbag, Leonor Valenzuela, Ocesan, Suzanne Jagobly, Nelly Bosted, Gertrude Berkey, Consuelo Ortega, Leonor Rivera, and last, Josephine Dragon. Rizal is the national hero of the Philippines. He was the one who led the Filipinos to start a revolution against the Spanish government, to attain freedom and to gain control to our country. Rizal is the national hero of the Philippines.
He was the one who led the Filipinos to start a revolution against the Spanish government, to attain freedom and to gain control to our country.